Hey guys, it's Mike Nish here again. Thanks for visiting Mike Nish 757. This is a video series for first-time home buyers. Today we're going to talk about the sign, the real estate sign. In other words, the sign call. A lot of times, I know you get anxious and you're looking to buy a house and you drive around neighborhoods and then you see a for sale sign in front of a house that you like, so you call that agent. Now here's the truth of what's really happening. That agent represents the seller. Okay, what this means for you is their job is to get the seller the most amount of money and the least amount of problems possible, because they're under contract to do that for the seller. So in saying that, how are they going to try to negotiate a good deal for you? There's a big conflict of interest there, and a lot of people don't realize this. The seller has already agreed to pay that agent whose name's on the sign a certain amount of commission. It doesn't change if unless they have a certain agreement. But basically, if that agent is writing a contract for you and then representing that seller, a lot of times they're getting paid a double commission. Okay, so that seller in most of the time has already agreed to pay a buyer's agent. So that's why you should have a buyer's agent, because then your buyer's agent is going to go out there and try to negotiate the best savings possible for you. Plus, when you get into inspections and if there's problems with the house, that person whose name's on the sign has to represent the seller. Try to get their costs as low as possible, so you might not get some things done that really you'd want to have done and a buyer's agent could get done for you. Now, if you have a buyer's agent, I want to talk about this, because a lot of times people go out and they drive around and their agent might be on another appointment and they didn't schedule time to show houses with you. You say you're going to do it on your own over the weekend, whatever. So you're driving around, you get excited. You call the agent on the sign. They come out. You never tell them you have an agent. Next thing you know, you're writing a contract on that house because you're afraid you're going to lose it. Then all of a sudden you tell them that you have an agent. Well, so sorry, too bad. That agent's not going to get paid that you hired unless you pay them out of your pocket now, which usually doesn't happen. So then you've gotten yourself in a situation where you have no representation. Once again, this could cost you thousands of dollars, so don't do it. You know, if you have an agent, call them first. Say, hey, look, I want to look at this house. If you go on an open house, same thing. You know, tell that open house agent you have an agent, and then let your agent know you went in there so that you're protected. True life story. I had some clients, they wanted to be in a certain area. They ended up driving to the state next to us, North Carolina. And they're just out and about, and they fell in love with this house, okay? Well, they called the agent off the sign. The agent said they knew me, made them feel all warm and fuzzy, and basically put them under a contract super quick. I think the agent was probably desperate for some money, maybe had to pay the bills or whatever, but it really did my clients wrong. What ended up happening, okay, I didn't cause any fuss. You know, they loved the house, they got it, and then they called me like 9 months later. Turns out this guy's spending 3 hours a day driving to work, an hour and a half each way. Had to sell his car because his gas bill was so high. He's telling me he's paying $900 a month in gas to go back and forth to work. And then I pointed out to him at the time he could have bought a $150,000 more house and been closer to work. So think about the lifestyle too. That's another thing that you want to keep in mind when you're, looking at houses. You want to make sure that, if you spend a lot of time driving back and forth to work, you probably want it convenient there. If it doesn't, you work from home, then try to find something near the things you like to do. If you surf or paddleboard or like hanging out at the beach and you don't have to travel far to work, then get a house near the beach. Anyways, that's today's tip. Use your agent when you have one. Don't be swindled into thinking that you're going to be taken good care of when you're not. So always use your agent. That's what you've hired them for. If you're not happy with your agent, you think they're doing a bad job, what you can do is call their managing broker at their real estate company, talk to them. They can usually work things out, or you could be assigned another agent, but definitely get representation. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great day. Subscribe to the page down below, and stay tuned for the next video. All right, take care.